Hello, my loves. Welcome and welcome to my channel. It's me, your girl, Sarah Donald. Today, I'm going to be doing a video that I titled Before You Move to Nigeria. This is for the diaspora, Nigerians and diaspora, or just Africans, African Americans, Black Americans looking to move to Nigeria. This is your checklist, right? These are the to do so that you don't come to Nigeria and start saying things like, I moved to Nigeria, I regretted it. Oh, you guys didn't tell me this. You guys did not tell me this is how it's happening. I'm telling you guys now. So why not get a paper and a pen? Or you can always pause and revisit these videos. I've written it down so I don't miss out anything. The first advice I will give is to visit if you can. Please, if you haven't been to Nigeria in 10 years, even 3 years, all those people that tell you that they move back to Nigeria and nothing has changed, tell them I said it's a lie. Nigeria changes every day, every minute, like culture, things. Right? Okay, for example, right, I went to boarding school in Nigeria. My child is in a boarding school now. I see a lot of people in the comment section saying things like, I will never put my child in a boarding school because of the image of boarding school that they had. I don't blame them because personally, when I wanted to put my child in boarding school, the image I had was the image of boarding school that I experienced. Even though my child is in a private school and I went to a federal school, do you know that even in state schools now, government schools, whatnot, do you know it's no longer allowed for teachers to hit kids? You guys, if you've read, if you follow the news, you know that there's a teacher that punished the child and, hits the child and they arrested the teacher. Yeah. And finally, they found out that the child actually is the teacher's child. When you're in school, they give you discounts or sometimes free for your child. So even though that was her child, they still arrested her. So it's important to visit. Nigeria has 36 states, my love. A lot of us say Lagos because we live here. Maybe because, and this is me now, please, calling other content creators in other states. Please be doing videos too about your state. So it doesn't look like we're just doing, someone said, oh, Lagos, I'm exhausted. Lagos. I will not talk about where I am not familiar with. That's why I said, move to Nigeria. Before you move to Nigeria, visit, find out your vibe. Don't just go to mainland because people said mainland is better, or because people say Lekki is better, and maybe your office is in Ibeju Lekki, and then by the time you go twice from Ibeju Lekki to mainland, you say, nobody told me this. Visit, know the vibe. Is this where I want to be? And if you cannot visit, talk to people, watch videos like this, contact me via DM. I'm always there, guys. I might reply slow, but I'll be there to give you the information. Like, ask your friends and family, people you have around, right? Don't just rely on wrong or misinformation about the country. So if you cannot visit, again, if you're Nigerian and you have lived in Nigeria before, then ask questions. If you have never been to Nigeria, you're Black American, you're African American, you're whatever, you're coming from a country that has steady electricity, where things work, please, this one I'm saying is you must visit. And don't just visit Dirty December or, Afrochella. Or when something interesting is happening, maybe you just came for a wedding or packed weekend. No, take your time, book an Airbnb, stay for like 2 to 3 months and know if this is your vibe before making that big move, before closing your office and everything and saying Nigeria is the place to be. The second one is to sort your accommodation first. A lot of people rely on friends and family, or they come to Nigeria to start looking for accommodation and they will be stranded. So 2 things. If you want to build or you want to buy and you want to go by yourself, maybe you don't trust people to, like, your preference, right? What you do is rent a place for a year. So sort the accommodation. Just know that, okay, it's for a year, right? So get a place, rent it for a year, or get Airbnb for 6 months, whatever it is. But sort your accommodation, because if you come to Nigeria without sorting your accommodation, you will be frustrated. You will not be able to do a lot of things. Don't rely on friends and family. Their favors end so easily. Don't think that because you are abroad sending money, that those people, there's something called see finish in this country. They see you the first week, second week, third week, they're like, okay, when are you going back? So if you don't sort your accommodation, you will be frustrated. Another thing is to have a clear source of income. I see people come in and say, oh, Nigeria is not as cheap as I thought. From where to where? Are you comparing it to America, or are you comparing it to Zanzibar? Where are you comparing it? Then that's when we answer. Because to me, expensive is relative. But my point is, have a source of income. Don't think that you can just wing it, like I'll just come anyhow. You know, there's a lot of guys. Their friends tell them, "Guy, if you just enter anyhow, sha, you see what to do." You know, and we come with that anyhowness, and we are now stranded because at some point your dollars will run out. So have your source of income. If you are opportune to work remote job, maybe you have a job where you're coming from, and it's a job that can still allow you work remotely, keep it until you're settled, but have a clear plan of how you are going to be earning, right? Very important. Don't ship your entire house. I think that's quite clear. Shipping is expensive and stressful, please. And that's because of the wrong information we get. I saw a lady moving back to Nigeria. So I had to show my friend the video. This lady was buying everything because she left Nigeria like maybe 20 or like it's been a long time she left Nigeria. So coming back, she was buying, shipping things up and down. Like if you see the thing she was shipping, my friend was like, this thing is literally here now. Like what she did, but they don't have that, like they don't know about the new Nigeria, right? She hasn't visited. So but she came back by herself. She said, all those things she bought, they are here. Oh. So at the end of the day, that thing you shipped is more expensive. So don't ship your entire house. It's remaining small. Let people carry their house down. You're buying your deodorant that you use when they're in Nigeria. Some people are coming here with their baby food and that they already sell here. You're coming with a diapers. And at the end of the day, if you check the cost of shipping, it is cheaper to buy it here from the people that already have it. So don't say, oh, my child eats only this foreign food. It's not in Nigeria. Find out. There are supermarkets here, right? Example, like a friend of mine used to have a cat, and Nigeria is not really a place where people have cats. They have more of dogs than cats. So she goes to this place, what is it? Is it Rene, right? So in Rene, right, she always finds her cat food there because the people that live around there are cat lovers. Do you get what I mean? So there's always somewhere to find that thing that you're looking for. So don't waste your money shipping your entire house to Nigeria. You will regret it. Another thing is understand the cost of living. Some things are cheap. Cheap, expensive is relative. I'll give you an example. And I saw this video online that I really love. Maybe you guys can check it out. A guy took 50,000 naira to a restaurant in VI with his friends that they were going to spend only 50,000. They could barely eat. They had only starters. Only their starter and water. I don't even know if they could take drinks or what. It was so high. He took the same amount of money and went to a booker on the mainland. They so ate that they had enough food that they started calling, he turned this into content because he started calling people to eat. So cost of living in Nigeria is relative. Ask yourself, how much, just because you came from abroad, right, doesn't mean that you will live in Ikoyi or VI or Lekki Phase 1. We all know that we don't pick dollars from the streets of America, right? But a lot of people, when they're trying to advise you about coming back, they'll say, oh, because you lived abroad, I see you living in Lekki, but they've not asked you your pocket, your budget. You get what I mean? So expensive is relative. What's the area? And again, like I keep saying, there are 36 states in Nigeria. You mustn't be in Lagos. You must not be in Lagos. But with the right research, you'll find out where you can be. And I've said this and I feel like I'll keep saying it in my videos because a lot of people say, oh, I'm in Lagos because that's where there is progress. But do you know that being in a place that is developing, you have more opportunities? When I came to Nigeria, I moved to Enugu. Job brought me to Lagos. I came to Lagos. I didn't come to Lagos to hustle. I came because I got a job that required me being in Lagos. And trust me, when I was in Enugu, it was more affordable. I remember my first show that I had in Enugu. It was great. It was massive, right? Because in this country, in this state, Nigeria, you might be passing, you see Burna Boy. Burna Boy say, hi, what's up now in Lagos? Burna Boy say, how far now? You say, I'm good. But to these people in the East, right, they don't see these guys anyhow. So bringing them was like huge. So when I laugh when a lot of people say, oh yeah, because Lagos is where everything happens. No, that's why you traveled, to come back with your own innovation, with your own idea, with your own development, with your own greatness. I don't even know how to explain it, right? And sometimes these things manifest where you don't have it already. So again, understand the cost of living. If you have budget for Enugu, don't go and live in Lagos. If you have budget for Ogun State, don't live in Lagos. If not, you will burn out very quickly, very, very quickly. So when people say Lagos is expensive, ask them where they are going. A YouTuber, Ogom, right? She bought like this pack of grape. No, sorry, it wasn't grape. It was strawberries from the north. And I think she bought it for like 15K. She was like, is it worth it? I said, my sister, it's over worth it, because in Lagos, in Spa, right? That's grape, that's box of strawberries you bought for 15K. That's what we're going to buy for a pack of like 5 in it. I'll not come and say, oh, Nigeria is expensive. Yes, there is inflation now. Things are higher than before. So know your budget so that you can move accordingly. Don't just think Nigeria is too cheap because you're coming with dollars, or Nigeria is too expensive because you're in an area. It's weird, but it's relative. Now, prepare for culture shock, even as a Nigerian. Things you took for granted in America, like queuing. Oh my God. Every time I have to go to like the airport or somewhere that like there's a long queue for something, I like always lose my shit because Nigerians don't know how to queue. A lady said something recently that really got to me. I loved it because she was a young girl. And she said that she just realized that the problem of Nigeria is not just the government, but the people. I said, oh, I have been saying it since. She said just to go for Chimamanda signing, just to respect yourself and stay on the queue. People were trying to bribe the security to go front. People don't know how to stay on the line. Like you're really like on the queue here, waiting to be attended to. Someone will come from nowhere. Hi, can I have 2 shawarma? Like others are standing here. Is everything okay? Or you're trying to buy fuel, right? Especially during fuel scarcity, you're trying to buy fuel. And there's a long queue. Someone just coming from nowhere. We are so impatient in this country. If I go about this now, I'll get very, very passionate about it. But yes, prepare for culture shock so that when it happens, you're able to tell them, please, go back to your queue. Sometimes things are so slow in this country, right? I remember one time I was supposed to be traveling and I wanted to use my Nigerian passport, right? And because for that country, if you have a Nigerian passport, it's visa on arrival. I forgot that my Nigerian passport had expired. I paid for Express. Even with the Express I paid for. The internet is bad. Our network is down. So since then I've learned, I have my, I put it on my calendar on when it's expiring so that I will do it ahead of time. This is not a country where you're in a hurry and say, let me just rush into somewhere. That's when people start taking their sweet time. My point is preparing for the culture shock helps you in so many ways, because when you're prepared, when anything comes your way, you're able to say, I knew it. I knew that you guys have bad customer service, but I demand for a good customer service. Yeah. Now, build a network early. I've realized that a lot of people want to come back to Nigeria. They want to go to Enugu. They want to go to Asaba. They want to go to Lagos, and they start building it when they come. No. Start asking around. Start building that network. Thank God for these days we have Facebook groups. Be careful of the groups you enter though. But there are Facebook groups now. There are WhatsApp groups. There's Telegram group. When you're moving to a new place, talk to the people that have been there and kind of try to build some sort of relationship with them, and do this before moving. Another thing to do in Nigeria is don't flaunt your diaspora status. Don't be bragging and be forming, they call it forming, but you're not forming, you're just being yourself. But just saying, oh, I just came back, I just got back, it's good. It's not a good thing, no, but this is what happens. If you do that, I just got back, something of 5,000, you buy it for 20,000. They will bill you. Family will bill you. Friends will bill you. They will expect you to be taking them out. Please let them know that you've moved, though, that this is not just visit. You just got back, right? Oh, you're the one paying for us, so you're the one that came from there now. You're the one with dollars. You're the one with pounds. You're the one with euros. Prepare for it so that when you're prepared, you'll be able to say, just like you, I'm just a pencil in the hand of the creator. So how about, we do it the way I'm used to? How about we both pay for our stuff? You know what I mean? Yes. But my point is, if you're going to markets and all those places, you're trying to buy things, make sure you have locals, especially if you've had like maybe been away forever or you're a foreigner, you have like this thick accent that they will know. Make sure you work with people that are here. If not, another thing is budget for everything. Budget. Things often cost more than quoted. Add 20 to 30% extra in everything. There is inflation now. If I tell you that the cost of staying somewhere is 10 million, please add extra to it. Because wherever it is now, maybe you've not added electricity. Yeah, there's inflation now. If you have money, buy things in bulk. When you come in, buy things in bulk, because you go and buy milk today. They'll tell you that this milk is this amount. You go and buy it tomorrow again. It has gone up. So over budget. That's how it is. Don't just keep things to it. Now, keep your foreign accounts and documents active. Maintain your bank account. I know that there are a lot of banks, like I think in America, I don't know if this happens everywhere, right? That if you don't fund it with a certain amount of money every month, they will close it. Please make sure that you keep it active. You know, these days you can easily open a domiciliary account, a DOM account in Nigeria. Just look for something to keep you open so that you're still running both ways, just in case. Now, don't be emotionally blackmailed. Like I said before, family will expect help. Friends, they will say, but you just came back. We've been here suffering. When you come back, you'll be shocked that those people you are sending money, they were even doing better than you. I'm telling you, you will be shocked. Like people will come and pick you. You will say, but Ipa are making it look like in Nigeria, Ipa are suffering now. So do not allow yourself to be emotionally blackmailed. Do what you can do. Another thing is to get your health in order. Yeah. So normally, like personally, I have IBS. So if I'm coming from one place to the other, I don't rush into eating street foods, eating at restaurants. No, I always have my antibiotics that I rarely take because I hate antibiotics. But I have Imodium, I have my Peptomel, I have my ID worm. I take anti-malaria medicine. Just prepare yourself. And if you have any health condition and you're moving to Nigeria, this also should help with where you're staying. Do you get what I mean? Like, make sure that, okay, if I'm coming to Nigeria now and I'm coming to Aja, but I need to be visiting like an optician because I have a terrible eyesight, make sure there's one around you. Do you get what I mean? So this also helps. So there's some states that are still developing. So maybe you have a special need child. Make sure that state you're going to can provide those things for the kids. So basically, my checklist says, get your health in order. Now, have an exit plan just in case. Just in case. Sometimes you might tick all these boxes and come and realize that you cannot do it. I have someone who came to Nigeria to work. This thing that they were complaining was not even her issue, but her issue was just the way people were working. She could not adapt. She struggled and struggled. It was hard. She felt like, why do I have to raise my voice before people know what to do? Why do I have to micromanage? Why can't I just say, do this and it will be done? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to? And she struggled for a while and she couldn't. So she went back. So you're not a failure if you come back to Nigeria and decide that you cannot handle it. The only time I have a problem with people is when they come back and they try to give us back what we already know. Like, I'm moving back because there is no electricity, there is no, didn't we tell you that we don't have 24 hours light? Which is something I'm saying, if you're coming back to Nigeria, prepare for your power. When you come to Nigeria, buy your power bank, buy your solar, buy your inverter, or if you don't want to do that, just move into a place that provides all that for you. Because I understand that people can struggle. If you're coming from somewhere that has 24-hour light, you have kids, to somewhere where there's no light. I know my auntie was telling me that when they moved back, that her kids would just be crying when they take light, heat. So they had to keep running the diesel a lot. At some point, she was like, my dear, you guys are going to, it's going to either make us or break us. So you know what, we're going to have a diesel schedule because I can't keep running it. And at a point, they knew that this, like they didn't have any exit plan. They were going to stay here. So they stayed. But if you're young, because, you know, moving up and down too, it's not easy on the kids. So if you know you're young and you have the ability to run up and down, stay here today, you can't stay, you go. That's fine. But that's fine, right? If you can go up and down. But if you're a family, you don't want to be moving your kids like that. But whichever way, it's okay to have an exit plan, from a state. I know people who have moved from Lagos. They are like, oh, I love the Lagos vibe and everything. And at some point, she's like, no, I can't do this. I'm moving to the east. And then they come to Lagos only for holiday because we all can't be here. So it's okay to have an exit plan. If this place don't work, it's fine. I'll move to another state. If that other state don't work, I'll move abroad. Don't feel ashamed that I'm moving back and forth. People will feel like it's no. It's really fine. But having an exit plan is something that's going to make your transition easy. Especially maybe like I know people that moved from Nigeria to the UK management level because of where they are. They were able to take like, instead of just resigning, you take like sabbatical leave. And when they moved there, I said, no, this is not the UK dream that we were promised. They came back and it was easy because they maintained the relationship with their company. So yeah, I hope I've given you enough guide, and I'm going to be doing this video every now and then because I have so much to say about moving to Nigeria, right? And thank you guys so much for supporting me. Thank you for dropping in the comment section, even if it's a love, heart, whatever it is. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. My name still remains Sarah Donald, and let's chat in the comment section. Stay blessed.